Good morning. Happy Wednesday. How are you this morning? Hope you're having a great week. Trying to figure out what day of the week it is. Whenever we have a holiday, I always kind of get lost just a little bit. So I hope you had a great day yesterday, and sending you wishes for a fabulous day today. So it's really interesting this morning. My devotional and my personal development really paralleled each other. So that, to me, I really think that that's something that I wanted to share this morning, because it's always just, and I know I've shared this before, it's just always so ironic. I don't know if that's really the right word, but it's just so interesting and fabulous to me how God just sends me exactly what I need. And because both totally unrelated items were very parallel, I just know that that's what I needed this morning. So that's what I wanted to share with y'all this morning. So the devotional was from Luke 16:10. He who is faithful in very little is faithful in much. And so it was talking about, have you ever been frustrated maybe with God, or just frustrated in general? You had a big goal, had something you wanted, something really big, and it just wasn't happening. But yet, if you really took a look, maybe you weren't as faithful in those little things that were needed to get to that big goal. So, it really wasn't that God hadn't just given us that big goal. We really hadn't taken all those little steps to get to that big goal. And I know I can so totally relate to that. So then when I went to do my personal development, I was talking about change. And so whenever we commit to change, or there's something we want to change, there's always a lot of little steps that need to be identified before, good morning, before we can get to that big change. And if we don't identify those little steps, it's super hard to be successful and really reach that goal or make that change. And that's why sometimes we fail. And so it was just really interesting to me how Luke 16:10, being faithful in the little things, in order to be trusted in those big things, to show that we're faithful in the big things, how that related to also just change in general. So if there's a big change, sometimes I know I'm guilty. And so here's kind of a personal example for me. So one of the things that I've been really excited about is over about the last year, I've made total revamp of how I do my morning. I have implemented some different things in the morning that have really proven to just help my overall day, help how I feel. So I get up an hour earlier. I have a gratitude practice. I pray. I do a devotional. I read. I write. I just have this whole morning planned out, so that when I do these things, and I've done them now, I meditate, and I've done them now consistently for a long enough period of time that I can truly see the results. And I can tell that when I do these things, it doesn't change what goes on during the day, but it totally changes how much energy I have, how I feel when all the things of the day happen, and how I interact with people. Just, it totally sets me up for a great day. But when I'm not faithful in those little things, so on the days that I don't go ahead and get up, on the days when I'm like, I'm just going to sleep in today, and I don't do those little things, sometimes I'm frustrated. So at the end of the day, I'll be really frustrated and like mad because the day just went awry and the day ran me, and maybe mad about certain things. But if I really, really think about it, I have to point the finger back to me, because I've already figured out what works for me. I've already figured out that this morning, God's already shown me these steps set me up to be able to handle the day better. It starts me off with Him in the morning. Pardon me. It just gets me right in the morning. So when I'm faithful in those small things, He rewards me, and he gives me bigger things. But when I'm not faithful in the small things, why am I frustrated then when I don't achieve those bigger goals? So any change, guys, whether it's, you're wanting to be home early for dinner. If you work, you may have to stop scheduling meetings so late. Schedule them earlier so that you're going to be done and you can wrap up your day on time. If it's with health and fitness, there's small changes that have to happen in order to meet that big change. Something else that was really interesting, and I've been so guilty of this, is sometimes we say, I'm going to do this big change. But we say it because either we think we should, but we're not really committed. We're not ready yet. So if we're not ready, or we've not identified these little steps, we're never, ever going to reach that goal. So guys, whatever it is, even if it's just your day, if you want to have a fabulous day, we have to be faithful in the small things in order to be trusted with the big things. So figure out whatever it is your needs are, whatever it is you're wanting to accomplish, whatever your goals are. You've got to figure out beyond just that big end result. What are those little things? What are those little steps that are going to get you there? And we have to be faithful in those small things in order to be trusted in those big things. I hope that y'all just have a fabulous, fabulous Wednesday. It's already middle of the week. Oh my gosh, can you believe it? It's going to be a fabulous, fabulous day. Go out and just live boldly in your purpose. And I just challenge us today to find and take advantage of every opportunity to be faithful in the small things. Guys, have a blessed day.